All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CAGcast episode number 820. I'm your host, GBD, here on Long Island, New York. And as always, we're joined by a man who definitely blames Nintendo for the Xbox price hikes, Wombat.
I do. I blame Nintendo for a lot of things, though, so it's sort of like, does it matter when I do it?
Nintendo J. Trump.
Yes.
That is
Nintendo Donald Trump.
That is that is the entity. Anyway, welcome to the show, everybody. So much to talk about since we've been gone. Like a lot of news happened while we were away for a week. So get ready.
Do the talking.
Get ready.
Do the talking, yeah.
Yes. Also, for the people in the audience, let me know if shit is going sideways technically because I had to reformat my computer and today.
You doing okay?
It's good. It's working.
Excellent. I was concerned for you.
I didn't know how we would do the show otherwise. The computer has all the stuff on it.
Well, here we are.
We need all the stuff. But I used ChatGPT to help get this up and running quickly. Like it gave me things to try before I had to reinstall Windows. And then I was like, dude,
all those failed. And then you installed Windows.
All those failed, exactly. They were good to try. And then I installed Windows, but you always get nervous because you're going to lose.
You did a ChatGPT.
It held my hand while I did it. And it gave me the confidence I needed to get through the process. I'm sure I lost some important things along the way, but we got here.
You'll find them.
But ChatGPT learned from the experience, so that's all that matters.
What did it learn?
It learned that when this happens to someone else, it's just going to tell them, just reinstall Windows.
It was constantly just telling me to do that. And I was like, no, I really don't want to. Give me other things. But it did say that I was on some preview build of Windows that was known to be shitty. And I mean, it could have made that up. I don't know that any of that is true. But it said it had sources and Reddit posts and whatnot.
Oh, well, Reddit posts.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm glad it's citing things for those sources. It's good.
It does. It does do that. And you can click on them and read them. But I didn't do that. I just listened. I looked at my phone all day because I couldn't look at the computer, ChatGPT, because it wasn't working. Anyway, we're here now, and that's the important thing. We have a lot of shit to talk about. What did we miss in the last 2 weeks?
Actually, I have a story. I'm curious to know what you would do in this situation. So I went to the eye doctor on Monday. It doesn't matter when I went, but I went to the eye doctor this week because I was due for a checkup. And I'm sitting in the checkup chair, and the eye doctor, he's like checking my eyes, and then he turns around to go to his computer. And when he goes to his computer, instead of looking at my file, which is what I thought he was going to do, and like put in numbers like you do, like an eye doctor does.
Sure.
Yeah. He was looking at his Tesla stock.
Right.
How was it doing?
It was not doing well, and I could see his.
It sounds like your eyeballs are good then.
I could see.
You may leave.
That was the test. He was like, "What do you think about my Tesla stock?" And you're supposed to tell him whether it's up or down.
His face. I could see the worry on his face too.
He wasn't worried about you, though. He was. Worried.
No, he was worried. Yeah. So I didn't say anything, but I really wanted to. I was like, do I say something? I don't know. The guy's gonna have his fingers in my eyes.
I'm the Okay, listen. I'm the dentist.
Okay.
And and you decided that you're going to say something
now. Okay,
yes.
That'd be even weirder. Like,
I know.
Why, dentist? Why are you looking at my eyeballs?
Yeah.
I mean, that's sorry.
You're the optometrist.
Optometrist, right? Sorry. I was paying attention. I just got confused, like I usually do.
It's fair.
Okay, so what would you say to me as your optometrist?
Maybe now is not the best time to be checking your personal stock portfolio.
You would say it like that?
Holy crap! That's what you lead with?
Yep.
Wow. You are bold.
That is bad human being.
Or maybe I would. I mean, if I wanted to keep it light, I would be like, so
you fucking asshole. No, sorry. What would you say if you're keeping it light?
I mean, maybe I would go with how are those? How are we doing, or something like that.
That's very different.
Totally different.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we're here to help you.
That was just like, what are you doing? This isn't your time.
Well, that's appropriate for you to think that. What are you doing? This isn't your time. I think that is total, and even to tell it now is appropriate. But to say those words,
I honestly didn't know what to say.
I would say
again, I didn't say anything. I was just sitting there going, really? Now?
Here's what I would do. Here's what you could do.
Minutes.
Here's the move. I'm going to tell you the move for next time so you don't upset him.
The move?
You don't upset him, but you also let him know that he's not giving you his full attention. You just say something like, "It's not going too well, is it?" So he knows that you know, and also you're also like giving him the finger because you know he's losing money.
Yeah, like maybe.
And hopefully he's more embarrassed. You know, he's embarrassed because he's losing money, and also because you watched him lose money.
Something like no one's buying those Cybertrucks.
No,
that's fine. Not. You could try that.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Fine, because then it puts it in his court to like realize that, oh, maybe I have to stop looking at this without making you seem like the asshole.
Yeah, right. I just like, couldn't. I was
the other
just
method's
like
just going to be like, all right, I'm never going to book this guy again. You're going to have to find a new optometrist.
No,
yeah.
I think
that's what I would do if I'm him. I'd be like, hey, this guy, like, screw this guy. I'm not going to like. I've got plenty of patience.
There are 2 eye doctors at that practice, and I may just like move to the other one. I don't know if
you think her stocks are doing better.
Well, you didn't say anything yet, so I think you're good still. Unless he's
no, he's not going to do anything to me.
No.
I mean, and when we do our next show,
you didn't say anything to him, so why would he do anything to you?
Yeah,
Did he listen to this show?
I doubt it.
We'll send it. What's his name? I'll send this to him.
I forget his name. It's something with an L.
You should say it. Okay. Probably. You should probably say it.
It's like Dr. Liebitz or something like that.
That
sounds made up. Sounds made up.
He's nerdy. He's a big nerd. And coming from me, that says something.
Wow, you're really mad about this.
Yeah, like
I felt like we were putting the flames out, but apparently there was gasoline in there.
I'm definitely a little like peeved about it. I'm not like, oh.
Like, how did this so this took like 30 seconds out of your day, and you're still thinking about it?
Oh, he looked at it like for a surprising long time.
Really?
But again.
Was he like checking on like 6 months prior and stuff? Like he was doing.
He had like the whole chart.
Can we quantify what a significant amount of time is?
Like a minute and a half.
No, come on.
I'm gonna say a minute and a half.
That's made up. You must have been. He probably had your chart there.
Maybe it just felt like a minute and a half. No, because I watched him click to the I watched him click to the other tab to get to my file.
Oh.
Well, maybe he was looking for it. He didn't know where it was at.
It was very funny.
Is it in this Tesla stock? Is that where his file is? I can't remember where I put this.
Is this Mr. Tesla? Is that who's here in the chair?
Right.
Is Joe Tesla?
I would say like something snide, but nothing that he could really like get offended by saying like, hey, if you want to see a lot of unsold Cybertrucks, you could go to like Samamiya Mall and just check them out. And that is the truth and, and informative also, because it is a sight to see. Have you ever seen that?
I have seen it, yes.
I bet you there's a lot more since the last time you went, because I went several months ago and it was a lot. Anyway, interesting, Wanda. Well, I hope, we diffused the situation a little bit.
I think we did. It'll be fun when I have my glasses next week and I'll be like, oh, those are the glasses from the guy.
I think it's always good to just try to make a joke.
You're going to put them on and there's just going to be engraved Tesla stock in the lenses.
In the lenses, yeah.
Or a nail, just a nail there for your eye.
Or maybe I just go to contacts. Because this would be cool, right? I look good. I look good with no glasses.
Well,
I mean, we can see you.
Yeah, there's no crazy reflections now.
Well, the new glasses that I'm getting actually have anti-reflective coating on it, which I thought about for this show.
That's what you think.
Oh, yeah. Now they don't.
After here's the show, it's gonna have like the shit that makes the sun like go right into your eye.
That shit ain't.
He can't afford to put that coating on there anymore.
Glasses don't have the coating on.
You better sell. He promised you that coating, but. The tariffs too.
Right.
Where do you think that coating's made? You can't make that coating in America. Anyway, what else is going on?
I have nothing. I'm pretty boring otherwise. Oh, it was my birthday too.
Yes. Any good gifts?
I got, you can't see it, but my coffee maker, you can see the blue thing about over my shoulder.
Okay.
Underneath it is got a fancy glass stand with a drawer that pulls out and you could fit the
weed.
Yeah, the weed, the coffee pods, the Nespresso pods in it.
The coffee pods.
Mm-hmm. The Nespresso.
And the coffee bong.
Yes. And I got it like a milk frother that warms the milk and froths the milk at the same time to go with the fancy coffees. So I can make cappuccinos.
But don't you need, okay. You can make cappuccinos, but not lattes? Is that the story?
I probably could make a latte. I'm just not a latte guy.
Oh, okay. You're not into that.
Yeah.
It's just the milk ratio, I think.
Yeah, I know.
I asked ChatGPT once what it was, but I forgot.
It doesn't matter.
It said it was like half elephant milk and Walnuts.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah,
That sounds about right.
I'm not going to check it.
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. I got cool stuff. That's what I got.
Nice. And you still have I don't know, like 3 more weeks of birthday ahead of you, right?
Exactly. Oh yeah, no, it's we have some time. Although it's not my birthday on Sunday, so because you have to take Mother's Day, I have to be like, oh yeah, it's Mother's Day.
Right.
Stuff. Here's things for you, and then back on Monday is like back to our regularly scheduled birthday month.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It's tough life you get there. Have
I know.
a holiday scheduled during your birth month.
I mean, really, how dare they? I'm just glad my wife's not a veteran because that would have screwed up the whole end of the month too.
Right. Show feedback?
Sure.
Where are we at?
We are at Dismantler says, love the show, guys. Been watching and listening for around 15 years now. I'm always looking forward to a new weekly show and do get sad when I have to wait 2 weeks for a new one. I know life gets in the way, but keep up the good work and fun times. You guys all bring, and the fun times, there's no though there. You guys bring us with your insights later, guys.
Fun times.
Fun times.
What else? This next one is good. I saw this one. I pre-read this one.
Lancer X916 has to say, the American bashing is getting old. I used to live near Orlando, and believe me, Europeans are not much better on vacation or holiday. Not saying Americans are saints, but we are not the only loud and obnoxious tourists. Glad to hear your wife is okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, she doing good?
She's good.
That's good. She's
We're waiting for the hospital. We're waiting for the ER bill.
She's not European or American, so she must.
She's a great tourist.
So she must be the best tourist.
She's the ideal tourist.
Although European, there's lots of countries in Europe. It's pretty broad.
I never said Americans were the worst or Europeans are the best, or I didn't rank anybody. I just say, like, when I go on a vacation, if there's no Americans, if I go to a foreign country and there's no Americans there, like, that's kind of the point, I feel.
I think we could quantify that at least 7.5 million Americans are giant shitbags.
Like 7.5? That's it?
About 7.5 million.
That's it? Way more.
How many people do you think live in America?
Oh, I'm just saying how many people voted in the last election.
A lot more than 7.5 million.
Yeah.
I think you need to get on ChatGPT and learn some numbers.
No.
You think only 7.5 million people voted in the last election? How many people do you think live in this stupid country full of morons?
Oh my goodness. Jesus Christ. I thought he got 7.5 million. Oh, 77. Jesus. Yeah, you're right. I'm missing this.
Yeah. There's a significant figure missing there.
My brain went to a tenth. I'm like, I knew there were sevens in it.
7 people.
7. That's what,
7 very influential people.
There's at least 77.3 million.
There you go. Now you've insulted the additional 70 million that you missed the first swing.
Right.
There you go. I had to get him in there.
I didn't say that. Come on, him.
Yeah, but you were thinking it.
I was not thinking it.
I will say it every show. 77 million shitbags.
Right.
They're all shitbags. Every single last one.
Interesting.
Yep.
So,
how about those Mets?
Yeah.
77 million. Can you believe 77 million?
Is that how much they're paying Juan Soto?
Yeah.
77 million?
77 million. I think it gets more than that. But 83 million?
I like that you know that figure better.
Yeah.
Because
I guarantee you my brain was thinking 70 million, but 7 came out.
All right. We'll keep
the Jews?
On this topic.
What do you think about the Jews?
They're all right.
Israel.
The ones I know are pretty good.
What else?
That's it.
By the way, not one of you fuckers send me any emails about anything.
Oh no, send him all the emails.
Send them to Wombat.
Because I want it. Yeah, I want you to
just
defend
look up
your
Wombat
shitty,
on social media and you can give it right to him. I'm not even on social media anymore.
Votes.
So don't bother. Don't even bother with me.
Your dumbass votes. Your moronic votes. You stupid sons of bitches. Dumb bastards with their shitty votes. Anyway, where were we?
Fun times.
It's going to be at least 3.5 more years of this. We're only 106 days in.
Maybe like don't count it by per day.
Right, you're counting the days. That number,
that's probably not the best way to handle the situation or the optometrist.
It just yeah.
I think
it makes me sad every day. Every day I get sadder and sadder and more depressed.
Are you using BetterHelp?
Don't. Try
what about BetterHelp?
Yeah, it's not going to help.
That's not what you said when you did the ad for them.
Yeah, well, they're not paying me anymore.
God damn it! Mm-hmm. Everyone's fucking getting it now.
Everyone.
Who else? That's like 77 million in one.
Yeah.
BetterHelp is catching strays over here.
What else we got? We're done with the show feedback.
We're done with show feedback. You watched the show that I watched.
I watched the show. I wonder who this guy voted for.
I don't know if I mean, I guess he could. He's not convicted yet. But anyway.
No, I meant before he was convicted, before he was arrested. We watched the show about I don't even know what this guy's called. I watched the whole series about it.
The Gilgo Beach Killer.
Gilgo Beach Killer. It's the guy who lived next door to Wombat.
Yeah.
Rex Howard. The town.
I took the train with him every day.
Did you really?
Yeah. He sat next to me on the train every day for a decade.
He sat next to you on the train every day?
Yeah. He was part of so people who
Why
don't
would
know
you sit next to the biggest guy on the train? That's like the bad planning.
Okay. For those who don't know, when you take it's sort of like commonplace when you take the Long Island Railroad, you kind of go into the same doors in the train station like every morning. You just kind of stand at the same spot. You go in the same doors. You kind of sit in the same seat. You take the same train every morning, 5 days a week. And it's just what you
depressed.
Do. And it becomes, I don't do that anymore.
A lot going on.
But it just becomes like the routine. And you stand with the same people pretty much every day. And after a while, you kind of, you kind of get to know them a little bit. Not well. Like, I have there's a guy that I'm still friends with who lives not too far from me that I do still talk to. One of Elliot's friends' dad who lives like half a block away is another one of my old train friends. And we still talk every now and again. And one of the other guys.
About those trains, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you missed the train? That is literally the conversation. I bet you don't miss taking the train every morning.
Right. It sounds like a fantastic conversation.
I'm not saying they're riveting, but you become friendly.
You know what was really bad? When the trains had bad weather.
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't you hate it when the weather was bad and you had to take the train?
Exactly. And then, but also now the conversation also leads to, can you believe that guy sat near us or next to us every day for like a decade? Because Rex Howerman was one of the guys at my doors every day. And you'd see him, he'd say good morning, and the basic chit chat. Hey, good morning, have a good one, have a good one. Like nothing more than that. It's not like I never became like Facebook friends with him like I did with some of the other people.
Some of the other killers.
The other killers. But I just remember when that came out and they were dragging that guy out on the news, and I'm like standing up, the Leonardo DiCaprio Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I know that guy pointing meme was me at my television, and I could not believe it. And I could not believe it. I guess that's the closest I've ever been to a serial killer. Unless you guys have ever been closer to a serial killer, I think I win that game.
I don't think that's a competition.
I'm pretty sure it's a competition. I'm pretty sure.
By the way, horrible person to sit next to on the train.
I mean,
he's like 6'6", 300 pounds or some shit like that. Well, that's
how it's like as soon as you're like, oh my God, how can I forget this?
Because he's looking for someone like you because he doesn't want someone to take up any space next to him. He knows every seat's going to be taken. He's going to look for a small Asian woman or, well, now you're small. Back then, maybe you weren't such a great deal.
Well, I would like to get like the window seat and a 3-seater. So, he's the kind of guy that would sit at the aisle seat.
For sure.
The aisle seat and a 3-seater. So it kind of made sense. And there would be no one in between us.
Nice.
Especially when you have someone that size sitting in the aisle.
Did you ever smell any of his farts?
All the time. That would be like the thing. That's how I remembered him. I'm like, oh, that's the guy with the farts.
Right. The sweet
but again,
farts.
It's just kind of weird, especially watching the special, which is very good. You should watch it on Netflix. It's called Gone Girls, where it talks about him. If you want to learn about the guy that I would regularly be about 2.5 feet from.
I think that's why they made the documentary.
Yeah.
It's
why weren't you in it?
Yeah, I know. What I kept waiting for you to show up.
Show up. Yeah.
The main sort of point they're driving home in this documentary is that the Suffolk County Police are like incredibly incompetent and corrupt and just like completely fucking blew it, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's all I gotta say about that.
Yep. They all went
only
to
3
jail,
episodes,
though.
by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, and typical like corrupt politician. They well, actually not typical, but in old school, they went to jail. I watched the new anime on Netflix, also on Netflix. Because they're entertaining and lighthearted. It's pretty much the opposite of Gone Girls. Sakamoto Days, which is like the new one. It's about a not a serial killer, a hitman, another guy who kills people, but he's retired now and he owns a convenience store in like the boonies. This is like an ongoing thing in anime now, like retired hitmen doing non-hitman things, but they still need to use their hitman skills from time to time. I saw another one like this previously.
So hitmen are not technically serial killers? That
if you do it for money, it's not like, I think a serial killer.
Not a problem then?
Technically it would be, but
not all serial killers are hitmen, but all hitmen are serial killers.
Okay, right. Is that true? Is that Venn diagram been proven out?
Gotta ask ChatGPT.
I
was going to say, Cheapy, clearly this is something that we need robots to tell us the truth on.
Let's find out.
Uh-huh.
I'll have this set up so we can just talk to us next time.
Right.
No.
They're not.
Overlap. A hitman can be classified as a serial killer.
That's what Venn diagrams do.
Here you go. There's an answer. A hitman can be classified as a serial killer if they kill multiple people in separate incidents and meet the FBI's criteria, usually 3 killings over time. But most hitmen are not driven by compulsion or gratification. They're professionals.
They stop at 2?
Not
they just get paid for 2 and then they cash out?
If a hitman only kills 2 people, then they get... But would he be a hitman if he only, I guess...
Doesn't make a lot of sense. It's an explanation.
I mean, if you kill 1 person for money, are you technically a hitman? Or is that like... But if it's like
do you have to get like a union card?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, basically, what are the rules?
Right.
Can you join the Assassin's Guild if you only kill 1 person for money?
Well, you can't leave the Hitman Guild because now that's like the plot of the show is that they're all coming to kill him, even though he owns a convenience store now and he's fat. He's very fat. It feels
like something else that was very popular, starring
you can't kill
Keanu
John
Reeves.
Wick. Yeah.
Oh, but he owned a convenience store?
No.
He was retired, and then they all came after him.
Oh.
Well, they didn't come after him. They
this
didn't
is just
know
the first
who
episode.
He was.
I think he killed everybody in the first episode, pretty much. So I'm not sure who's going to come after him in the next one. But we'll see.
They killed his dog?
No, he's not mad, this guy. This guy, he doesn't even say anything. He just, works in the convenience store.
Very nice.
And then tries not to die by killing everybody. I also saw a real movie that I rented and paid money for on my TV called Black Bag. It's a Steven Soderbergh joint.
I heard that was very good.
It was pretty good. I don't know if it was very good. Sure. I would say it was very good, but I was missing a certain something. It's basically a more serious version and more interesting version of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. That concept, which is we've all seen, at least in some format, probably. Well, the TV show was good though. The Mr. and Mrs. Smith TV show was pretty good. But this is even more, I think, serious than that. And it's very well done. And it's only 90 minutes. And that's pretty much all you'll need to know. And Steven Soderbergh said nobody saw the movie in the theater. And that indicates a big problem and that how are these movies going to get made in the future. And yeah.
There was also really no marketing.
My bad.
That movie.
Like, what are you supposed to do with that? Nobody's coming to see the movies in the theater.
Did it even get a wide release?
All right.
Does anything get a wide release anymore?
Yes, a movie that's coming up on this list.
Right.
Right. Besides something that doesn't have Marvel after it or before it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Batman.
If it has Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic the Hedgehog, wide release.
Needs to have a 2 or a 3 after it.
If it has a
oh my gosh,
guy named
yes,
Steve with a square head, then
yeah. I did all right. That wasn't a sequel.
That movie did very well. It did quite all right. And you know what else is doing really well? Sinners is doing really well. Not that I've seen that yet, but that movie made a ton of money.
Looks compelling.
I'll watch it right there.
I do want to see that.
You're the problem.
I did see a movie.
Why can't you be part of the solution, GP?
I rented it for $10. I paid $10 and rented it.
That doesn't count. That's not what he's talking about.
It counts a little.
He says you need to go to the movie theater to watch it. Even if it's not playing at your movie theater.
But I don't want to go to the movie theater.
Write to your movie theater manager.
I want to do it here.
You want to watch Black Bag.
They might have it. I don't even have a movie theater. It went out of business.
In 3D. On IMAX. It's going to be great.
We don't have that. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I played here. It's not my fault. I rented it for money. I didn't watch it on Netflix. That's the key.
I seriously don't know what to do with that whole scenario where directors and like actors and stuff are complaining about people not going to watch movies at the movie theater. Like what are you supposed to do with that information? Like
it doesn't make me go. I don't feel bad for them.
It's like the people not watching are the problem. Like
how about talk to the movie theater guys and see if they can make it more enticing to get me to come? They're not going to be able to, but they could try.
They have been. They have those limited edition buckets.
Right, the buckets.
I could buy those on eBay.
About the buckets.
They want you to go for the buckets.
I mean, it's not a bad idea. That's like a good idea, but I'm a little old for the buckets. I mean, I could see that working with people who like want to post it on their.
You got a whole like Airstream trailer popcorn bucket.
I laughed when I saw it.
$30 or $40. That gets you into the theater.
I mean, it doesn't, but it gets me to look at it and think, oh, someone's going to enjoy that. Maybe Wombat.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that you're a big Accountant fan.
My favorite movie.
I don't think I remember you talking about it. I saw it on the airplane.
I never saw The Accountant 1 or 2.
Great movie to watch on an airplane. Yeah. Really, like that's the definition of an airplane movie. Mm-hmm. Like if you miss a little part because they bring the food or the pilot makes an announcement, you're good.
I feel like on a future flight, you should just come in with that Accountant 2 Airstream trailer popcorn thing and watch Accountant 2
on the airplane on
a flight while you're using your popcorn bucket.
I mean, I'm not living that large. I hope one day to be living that large where I'm traveling with my $40 popcorn bucket. I don't even want to bring like, an iPad because it's like too big, but 40,
It'll be your carry-on.
It could be in my carry-on with the popcorn in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. You might arrest me for that.
What's this other movie that's on the list?
I saw G20 on Amazon Prime for reasons. I don't even know why I watched it. I think I was just.
What is G20?
Okay, G20 is an action movie starring Viola Davis as the President of the United States of America. And she goes to the G20 summit in South Africa, where all the heads of all the countries that are at G20 are taken hostage by Anthony Starr from The Boys. And she is the American president, who's also a former soldier.
Too unrealistic. This is too unrealistic. Driver.
And she has to. It's a Die Hard. It's a Die Hard with a female president.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Too unrealistic.
All right. Sounds good.
And her kids are in the building, and her husband is played by Anthony Anderson, and
useless.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right.
And I mean, is it the worst thing I've ever seen? No, it is not the worst thing I've ever seen. Was it entertaining for what it was? Yeah, I think it's under 2 hours long, and yeah.
I feel like this is one that GP needs to ask how much karate is in this movie.
Not as much. That's the thing. I think it needed a little bit more fighting and explosions. Like there just wasn't enough.
Those are
of that.
Expensive. Even karate is expensive.
Yeah, it has a 57% on Rotten Tomatoes. I know that's something that GP finds important, and it is.
There's a tariff on karate now, right?
Yeah, there is.
There is. Actually, there is.
130%, 77 million people. The movie's an hour and 48 minutes long.
Right.
Okay. Hour and 48 minutes long. Good.
Yeah. So like if it's raining and it's Sunday and it's like, oh my God, my brain fell out of my entire skull. What am I going to do? Then you can be like, oh, I'll watch G20 on Amazon.
I really don't feel bad about not going to the movie theater now that I've remembered about that you remind me about the movie tariff, the foreign movie tariff. I do enjoy a foreign movie for sure.
Those need to be made in America now. I'm sorry. Your foreign movies need to be made in America.
Don't get to be, it doesn't work anymore. It's like a law now or something. I don't know.
I don't think we have the engineers to manufacture those. Oh man.
They're gonna make all the cameras. They're gonna make all the cameras in New Jersey, just like they did back in the old days. By the old days, I mean the 1900s.
Where the cameras were just the wooden boxes with the accordion attached to it.
The Edison camera company. It's gonna be just like it was, just when it was great again.
Right. What else we got? Is that it for Watch This? No, we're not. Thunderbolts, the big one. Sorry.
We went to the theater. We did our part.
Yeah. Shipwreck and I both went to the movie theater. I went to the movie theater on
saw it in 3D.
You did? Do they have that still?
By accident.
Oh, no. That's the worst.
It actually was fine in 3D. Like, they had just gotten like a fresh shipment of glasses in. Like, I could see like literally the boxes stacked up there. So the glasses were nice and clear and crisp, and really the movie doesn't use 3D at all. So, so what it does is it just focuses you on what they want you to be looking at. So you're not like panning the screen to determine like, am I looking at the right part of the movie this time?
Is that hard?
Like,
you have that problem often? Like where you like, oh, I'm looking in the bottom right-hand corner where there's
right, like
nothing.
What's going on down there?
Where else should I look?
I mean, it's the full screen. I'm trying to look at this thing. They want me to look at this. It's like.
So what'd you think of them Thunderbolts?
It's good.
It is good.
Thunderbolts is good. Thunderbolts is good. It's the first. I haven't seen a couple of the Marvel movies, I guess, recently because they have just been okay.
Yeah.
Right? Like none of them. Like the whole problem is they've been trying to get like jumpstart the next big thing in all of these movies, and none of it pans out ever because the movie is like, garbage. Oh, nobody cares about any of this.
This movie doesn't do that.
Right. This movie's like, okay, here's these characters, and they're all characters. Like, you don't know a lot about them, right? Like, they've been in the movies, but they're not like, here's the main characters that you're buying comic books and you've known about for the last 30 years. But they're all the characters that were interesting either in the TV shows or the movies that have not been like the main focus for the most part. So it works because of the interactions with those characters and that you kind of know them already. And it also...
It helps that the actors playing these characters are good as well.
Actors always help.
Good.
Yep. And the story, I mean, it's not like it's like totally unique, but it goes to places where Marvel films don't usually tread. Like there's like metaphors and things that are going on in this film.
It's a more grounded film, is how I would describe it. It's not, it doesn't devolve into let's fight this CGI monster for 25 minutes. That doesn't happen in this movie. It's a nice change. There's a lot of practical effects in this movie and actual location shots. Like, when they're in the desert, they really went to the desert to film. I saw some behind the scenes featurettes. When you see a car flipping over, there actually was a car flipping over. It's not
what a concept.
It's not a CGI car flipping over. Yeah, but you see it, can see it, and you could see that reactions in the faces of the actors are real reactions. Because when there's an explosion 10 feet away from you, that's real. You don't, in the very beginning of the movie, there's a very large explosion. And that was a practical effect. And that was kind of cool. With the big thing that they've been talking about on the big press thing, and it's the very first scene of the movie, is Florence Pugh jumps off. She does a base jump off the second tallest building in the world in Abu Dhabi, I think it is, or wherever it is. Doesn't matter. And she really did do the basic.
It does matter.
Yeah.
All Dobbies matter.
Yeah.
She did the jump. She didn't do the full base jump, but she did jump. She did like a
She
bungee
jumped up
jump.
like a little.
She did a jump.
Yeah.
She did a jump off the
Jumping
second
jacks.
tallest building in the world. You could see the footage of it. Actually, it's pretty nuts. Like I would not do that, but she did it. But it shows in the final product that they did these things. They didn't just CGI these things. And I hope that becomes a trend because I kind of hate the CGI set. I hate the most because I think you could always tell in shows like The Mandalorian, like they built that special soundstage where everything is just green screen and no one's really.
It's Unreal Engine.
Yeah.
I mean, not Unreal Engine. It was
whatever.
Epic, some shit.
Doesn't matter. It's garbage.
Speed tree.
Mhm.
That was something. Unreal something.
So
Anyway,
I give it a thumbs up for that alone. But
All
yeah,
right.
it's a good movie.
Cool.
Yeah, it's good. And it also, it feels like maybe they could build on this and link this into other things. It's the first one that's felt like that, where it didn't get to the end of the movie and like, I don't know if I want to go where this movie is trying to take me next.
But it also ends too. It's satisfying in its ending, and it also could lead to more. So
right.
I'll watch it on Disney Plus.
You will. I still haven't seen that Captain America movie. Just
Nobody
to put
has.
it in perspective. Yeah,
Nobody has.
I don't know anyone who's seen that movie.
I can tell by the amount of Funko Pops on the Target shelves of Captain America.
I just was like,
So
Harrison Ford is Red Hulk. I'm like, no, he's not.
He's really old. He's so old.
Yeah, I'm like,
Not
I
a
do
good
not
choice.
need. I do not need to see someone older than anyone I know as Red Hulk.
That's ageist.
I am ageist.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah.
All right. How about some shopping news?
Sure.
Did you did you pre-order a Switch 2?
I did not.
I did, I think.
You got in there?
I think I did.
From where?
I don't. Walmart still had them like the next morning
They
when I
came
woke
back.
up.
They came back.
They came back, and then it was there, and I clicked on it, and it said, "All right, your pre-order's coming." And then I'm like, "Okay, I guess maybe I get a pre-order." I still feel like it might get canceled at some point. Like they haven't figured it out, but
It's possible.
it's been a while.
It's possible. When is that coming out? June
5th, I believe. Let me check on my pre-order.
All right.
Yeah,
I think what happened with Walmart is that they sold out, but then it became like location seemed to matter. Like your stores allocated a certain amount of stock and you're getting some of it or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it's something like that. Maybe
Something like that.
Yeah, pre-order arrives by June 5th.
Good. Enjoy. Did you get the bundle? You have to get the bundle, right?
Yeah, that's what I clicked on. So it
can't. No time to waste.
Mario Kart. I haven't like pre-ordered like Donkey Kong's what I want to really play, but I haven't pre-ordered that yet because I'm not convinced I'm
getting
like this thing's gonna show up, and then I don't want to like have a game sitting there and then not be able to play it.
Nice.
Yep.
Cool. Congratulations.
Thanks. So I don't know if this is in the news or not, but there's been almost confirmation. Maybe there's confirmation that the Xbox version of the Asus ROG 2 or whatever coming out.
Of what?
The Asus, I don't know, their little ROG.
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah, what about it?
The Asus ROG. There's an Xbox version of it coming. It has like the Xbox button on it and everything.
Oh, I didn't see that. But it's just going to be like for streaming, like streaming through Game Pass or whatever, through Game Cloud or whatever.
I don't know.
They call
You could probably download things to those systems, right?
I don't know.
Computers, so I don't think you're just streaming on them.
Well, but they maybe not be powerful enough to play natively. Like they have to be streaming because you're playing off of some other fucking shit.
Now you're talking about the handheld, or are we talking about?
Yeah, the handheld.
This is not the official Xbox One that's rumored to be coming in like a couple of years.
No,
this is something else.
This would be something else.
I mean,
the current one is already $800. So
the current one what?
The current Asus ROG handheld streaming device.
Oh, that's actually a computer that you play on.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's a
I
handheld.
think.
I would assume it would be the same thing.
You
Just
can do both. Rajago, of course, knows everything in the chat, and he says you can do both. So it's powerful enough to play off of. All right.
yeah. It's $800. So congratulations to everyone who wants to
No
spend
one's buying
$800.
this. Nobody's buying it.
Yeah,
Not nobody.
okay.
Not nobody. Somebody will buy it.
Somebody will. It just won't be me.
All right. Chip wants it.
I do want
He
it.
likes Xbox.
I do, because that's where all my games are at, right? Like that's the ecosystem
That's where his heart is.
And the bookshelves
my
behind
heart.
you.
My heart. Yes, my heart is there. But yeah, I mean the PlayStations are on the carts. The Xbox is the big TV. So
Okay.
I mean these carts don't go up and down stairs easily. So if I want to play Xbox in a room that doesn't have an Xbox in it, I think this is my only option.
Is
Yeah.
get
Right?
an elevator.
All right. Should we do new releases?
You've solved the issue here.
I have. Just get an elevator. How hard could it be?
New releases?
Sure. Are there any?
Oh. I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I'm like, I don't know what I'm looking at here.
Korean drone flying tour. Soge Womgang. I don't speak Korean.
What'd you call me?
This might be Korean.
What's Captain Blood? It's coming out for a lot of things.
Yeah.
Is that something?
Sounds scary.
What, $25?
Yeah.
Too much.
Captain Blood.
Spellcaster University. I'm sure that's going to not be a ripoff of any.
Not great
type of content.
SEO. It took me to a movie from 1935.
Uh-oh. All right. Should we do Wombat's Fortnightly News? There's a lot of
Yes.
news. Big news.
Mhm. Yes.
I don't know. Do you follow the Fortnite Apple case?
I mean, as much as you can follow the Fortnite Apple case.
So
Right.
I guess Apple lost. What
They-
I've read.
Apple lost, but after Apple won. So there was the original suit that was filed by Epic Games, which Apple won.
But now they lost. But now they lost, and then they lost again because the judge said that they weren't following the terms of their loss.
Yeah. So it's like a whole. So they lost after winning.
And they got busted. And then they got busted for not following through with their punishment.
So
So is Fortnite back on the Apple Store?
it's supposed to. They keep saying this week.
Yeah.
And we're already at Wednesday, so who knows? Maybe there's a big update on Friday. Maybe they do it for the big Friday update. They get the show on the road on the phone again, and I mean, sure, why not?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Good news. You'll be able to kill a lot more people on iPhone now when you play.
I can't wait.
KD ratio going up.
Yep,
It's going
Yeah,
up.
I can't imagine playing it on my phone.
Did you
again.
see that the peace proposal that Mr. Sweeney offered up?
No, I didn't. What did he offer?
He says if Apple extends the court's friction-free Apple tax-free framework worldwide, we'll return Fortnite to the App Store worldwide and drop current and future litigation on the topic.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
I feel like like Sweeney's having too much fun with this
Yeah. Well,
somehow. I don't know. He's just like,
there's part of me that's like, is he playing with house money? Is that what's going on here? Like, if he loses, he doesn't.
He's playing with
lose
your
any-
money, Wombat.
Well, yes, my money, but for him, I think the thought process: if I lose if I lose $3 billion, big deal. But if I win, I save $10 billion or whatever. I don't know what the math is. Don't ask me. I'm just making up numbers. But you
I don't know.
understand.
I like when you tweet about it, it takes the seriousness away, I feel.
It definitely takes a sweet.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like, are you doing this for social
yeah.
media, or are you doing this because it's like an important thing? And maybe someone else should be like tweeting about it.
He gives off real 77 million vibes. So
Okay.
you
This
choked
is-
on your water for that one. I appreciate
It was
it.
tea. It was tea.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, let me hear about Kit in Fortnite because I'm interested in this.
So the rumor is that Kit's coming also this week, maybe this weekend. You're going to have Kit and
How's
Fortnite.
that going to work?
So
I feel like the
there-
hitbox is not fair. If I'm Kit, people are just going to like, I'm a big car with a gun.
Kit isn't a character you play.
Oh, okay.
So you would be RoboCop and or Major Laser,
Okay.
and then you see a car like on the side of the road,
Okay.
and you get in that car.
Okay. And it
And when
kind
you
of turns
get
to Kit.
into it, it transmogrifies into.
If I pay for it.
If you pay for kit, yeah. But every car you get into will turn into kit.
That's a selling point for me.
Mm-hmm.
Is he going to talk to me?
I don't know if it would talk, but it would probably make the woo woo sound.
I like that sound.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a
that
turbo
would be
boost.
My guess.
A turbo boost sound. Can they do
there
that?
Already is. You know what? There already is turbo boost on all the cars.
They jump like a jumping style turbo, or just like a straight?
Just straight.
But it might make. I could see them. Adding in sound effects is very much a Fortnite thing. With the new season, which started on my birthday, they added the Star Wars theme. The opening theme to Star Wars
I know that theme
to the battle pass. And when you jump off the bus, you could set the game so it plays the Star Wars music as you're falling to the ground.
Dramatic.
And when you win, it'll play the Star Wars music again.
They've done it.
And that's pretty cool.
Nice.
They cracked the code there.
I mean, you know what? In a way they did, because it's those little things that it's like, hey, that's neat. I mean, I was getting the battle pass anyway. Like, here's something you would like in the battle pass. I'm like, all right, works for me. It's a win-win.
How much are you going to charge for kit usually, like a car like that?
Licensed cars are usually pretty pricey. Like
$400?
No, like $22.
Oh, $22? What?
Really? $22?
For real? No, come on. That's crazy.
Yeah, it'd probably be like 2,500 V-Bucks. Which is
in
like
this economy?
They're nuts. Oh my God.
20, like it's made. Where's it made at? Are we getting hit on this? Like the virtual cars?
Is this Nintendo's fault? I'm blaming Nintendo.
Darkness in the chat says 28 V-Bucks.
28?
No. For the fucking car?
Which would be like 25, 26.
That was how much.
Are you sure it can't hold a gun and run around?
I mean,
you can buy a whole like Knight Rider game for that.
It's a licensed car, so you have to pay what, Pontiac? And you have to pay
Pontiac's not even in business anymore.
I was gonna say, but who owns Pontiac?
No wonder they can afford this lawsuit.
It's not even Pontiac. I bought I bought kit in Rocket League, and it definitely wasn't fucking $30.
Well, that's just it. I don't know if it's going to be the same kit. If it's the same kit, then it would carry over.
Well, what other kit? Oh, what do you mean, same kit?
So when you buy a car,
if it's Lego kit,
if you buy a car
that across the things.
If you buy a car in Fortnite, you get that car in Rocket League.
But not vice versa.
Yes, vice versa.
But this is before that, though. They're not going to grandfather that in for me, are they?
It depends on if it's the same car.
They're not going to fucking do that. They're going to get another $22 or whatever. Is 2,800 V-Bucks is $22?
Yeah, about that.
Okay, that's what the people in the chat are saying. Thank you, people in the chat.
Yeah, that's what I said from the beginning.
Conditions.
$22 for a car.
Oh yeah, that's not good.
Now, if you buy like $500 in V-Bucks, you might get a little bit of. It might only be like $17.
That is very true.
Can you even buy that many?
Yeah, I'm sure you could. I don't know.
Do they sell that at Walmart?
I don't know.
$500? I don't think so.
I don't think they. No, I think the most you can buy at once I think the most you can buy at once is $100.
Right. Yeah. All right. Big news. We got to get into this big news. There's so much. Did you watch the new GTA 6 trailer and read about the delay till next year?
I know about the delay. I don't watch trailers to GTA games.
Spoilers or why?
No, because the game doesn't exist yet, so I don't care.
It does. Actually, I read an article today. They said that the game is actually done. The single player game is done. And I don't know if this is true because it was like on Reddit or whatever.
Can I play it?
You can't play it, but other people can play it from start to finish, and it works.
If I can't play it,
okay. Forget not again. We all know. We've heard the show before. But the idea is that they're focused on the multiplayer now because I guess the multiplayer makes so much money, and there's going to be so many people playing it right away. Well, they want it to be launching with the single player so that they can just get maximum eyeballs, everybody playing at once. And so they need like a year to just make sure that they can set up the online to handle that. And so that it's not going to be embarrassing when nobody can get on launch. So I don't know if it's true, but there was like a big post on Reddit and who knows? At least it wasn't ChatGPT.
I saw some screenshots of it. I know that there's like a lady. You play as a lady.
I'm sure he plays a lot of things. But yeah, I watched the trailer. It looked good. Graphics look good. You're going to shoot people. There's going to be helicopters, police, all the things.
I don't know if I can be if I'm into Grand Theft Auto anymore. I don't know.
Is it because you shoot cops in it? That's why Elon doesn't fuck with it. He doesn't feel right about shooting cops in the game.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. And some other asshole. I forgot that guy, other asshole's name.
Can he just have somebody else handle that for him?
That I'm sure is no problem.
Okay.
That's what he's going to do.
There's still like 76 million people left that can buy the game.
Everybody can buy the game. What else we got here? Okay, so that was one big piece of news. Another big piece of news was that Microsoft announced that they're raising prices for the Xbox consoles and first-party games. So
Stupid.
First-party games going up $10, and Xbox Series X going up $100, and the cheaper one is going up. The cheaper one, well, to me, with demand, the cheaper one is like $70, going up $70.
Man, I feel bad for that guy that's going to buy one.
Well, no one. I mean, the funniest thing is like people saying like, blaming Nintendo and saying, oh, like Microsoft got emboldened by seeing Nintendo raise prices on the game. Like, look, Microsoft's not stupid. Like, they know no one's buying their shit. Like, but why lose money on it if no one's buying it? You might as well, like, once these tariffs kick in, these things are already subsidized, right? We all know that consoles are just subsidized computers. So the companies are already subsidizing them. How much more are they going to subsidize them? Not 130% more. So something's got to give. They spread the cost out across the whole world. So like not everyone is getting like 130% increase, but they figure out a way to do it with like currency and shit so that they can still like keep their head above water. But like, it's the tariff, stupid. It's not Nintendo. Like, Nintendo raised prices because people will pay the money for the games. Nobody's paying money for the Xbox console now.
Yeah, we all know whose fault it is. 77 million people.
Nintendo J Squirrel.
Yes. 77 million people are to blame.
Anyway, but it was funny to read the social media comments. People like trying to figure out like, why is Microsoft doing this? We can't understand. Like,
mystery. The
real fucking mystery. Hey, how about like reading the news? Like, you don't have to fucking dive deep. Just like stick your head up every once in a while. See like, what's going on? What's going on? So anything going on? All right, you don't have to, have to know the ins and outs and be in on it every day, but just like a casual idea of like the ebb and flow of the world, I guess. So anyway, yeah, this is going to happen. You're going to see this a lot now. And it really comes down to how the companies announce it and implement it. Like there's the smaller ones that can fly under the radar and just be like, fuck it, it's the tariffs. We have to raise prices because they know they're not going to get like a phone call because they're too small. But like if Microsoft says something too overt, they're going to get a very uncomfortable phone call and they're going to not know what to be worried and the stock is going to go down. So it's a great situation. But I don't think it's going to affect the Xbox sales much at this point anyway. I think that ship has sailed. But it is, if you really wanted that Xbox.
Where the controller prices are going up too, though.
That's annoying because
that's the annoying part.
Controller.
It's like $20 or something.
$20
maybe for the controllers.
That's a kit.
That's a kit. Wait, how much is the price increase for the controllers? Because I missed that part. Xbox controller price increase. Fucking it's too many words. Oh, 69. Oh no. $10, yeah.
$10, okay.
Right.
Half a kit.
Not nothing, but
right.
I mean that's the more annoying one because you need controllers if you have the Xbox.
They're gonna break.
I mean eventually, yeah.
They always break.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it's all great news for nobody. I'm trying to figure out who's going to win here.
Involved.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
like, so PlayStation's going to have to do this too, right?
Of course,
or they're just going to be eating the money for no reason when they can just follow suit and not eat it.
Of course, they're just figuring out how to announce it, and it's very, it's very tricky.
Or do you just not announce it? And it
you think it's tricky?
Happens?
You just say
the PR
raising the prices on everything.
Well, you're going to get blamed, so you want to deflect a little, but not too much. Like Microsoft mentioned, I don't know if they said tariffs. Did they use the T word, or do they do say like changing market conditions or something like that? I think maybe it's the latter.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Market conditions and the rising cost of development.
Yeah, there you go. Development.
Good old market conditions.
Yeah. Who could say what those market conditions are?
Hard to tell.
Probably Nintendo raising their prices. That's
probably what it was. Market conditions dictate this.
Yeah.
What if they made a Halo?
That's a good idea. I don't, they could charge an extra $10 for that and people wouldn't care.
There hasn't been a good Halo in like 20 years. Is that really what you want?
I feel like they could make a Halo.
And it could be good.
Yeah.
Just because
I thought they could make a Halo.
Time.
I thought they could make a good Halo too, but I played the last one. So
are they releasing that one on PlayStation, by the way?
I have no idea.
Because they're releasing everything.
Gears is coming to PlayStation. Gears of War.
But not Halo? Is that where they draw the line?
Remastered Gears of War.
By the way, remember when like the Xbox guy was like, look, select games coming to PlayStation. It's like these small games. Don't expect the flood. He literally said like, don't expect the floodgates to open. And like,
I think they changed course on that pretty. that was the initial statement, and it was like we were just saying that. Like
they're always just saying that.
And then trucks of money started pulling into the
right. It's like, oh wait, there's all these people that'll buy Forza again.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. So I'm wondering if they're going to spend the money to put Halo on PlayStation. It's probably worth it. Like there's so many PlayStations out there. Or do you want? Yeah, why wouldn't you?
I don't know why you wouldn't put like the Halo Master Chief Collection on there.
The whole thing. Put the whole fucking thing on there.
Or do you remaster the remaster of Halo 1 and put?
Why would you spend money to remaster something? Just put it on PlayStation.
Mm-hmm. People want shiny new. They like the word remaster.
Or is that the one game that they're not going to put on PlayStation? At this point, why wouldn't you?
It's probably the one they're holding on to the longest, right? Like,
but are they going to let go? Is the question. Like,
I guess the question is when do we get Spider-Man on the Xbox?
Never.
Not even the new ones, like the first Spider-Man.
Why would they do
Activision?
Yeah, the Activision.
That one you'll get. No, they're not doing that. I mean, yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, like that could be. I could see that deal being made. Like, hey, this is going really well.
I could see it being too if Microsoft pays them to do it, but like
that's what I'm saying. Like we would. This is going really well.
That's not a winning deal.
Maybe we bring Halo over to you guys. Maybe you bring Spider-Man to us.
And the first Spider-Man. Nah, maybe not. Maybe
not. Maybe we won't do that.
Maybe we won't do that. Maybe you just raise your price $100.
Because that's like it. That's real. I mean, is it really in? I mean, what God of War?
Well, there's plenty. They've got plenty of things that would sell if they release them on Xbox.
I guess. I don't know.
I mean, if you release the Uncharted's,
sure.
I forgot those games existed.
Those would sell.
Gran Turismo.
I mean,
do you think they would do any of them?
I mean, they have MLB The Show, and that sells.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're not doing any of that.
I mean, they were kind of forced. They might have been forced a little bit on MLB The Show just because of there was no baseball games.
If the positions were reversed, then they would do it, but they're not, and they won't. I mean, I don't think they want to.
Yeah, even like things like Killzone. Like if they brought those over, they'd make money. Like just saying, like, here it is.
Helldivers 2.
We don't have anything to do with this anymore, but
that'd be nice.
Yeah, because Helldivers 2 is kind of dead, and that game kind of needs.
Okay, there you go.
That game needs a player base, so that would make sense.
That would.
It actually would make a lot of sense to bring Helldivers 2 to the Xbox.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like it's gonna. You'll make money, but it's not like you're gonna breathe new life into Xbox.
No, and I don't think
the Xbox. But I mean, like Sony shouldn't be worried. Is what I'm saying.
I don't think you would upset the Helldiver 2 fan base either, because it just makes their game more.
You're gonna upset the fan base.
No matter what,
you always upset the fan bases.
Right. Step one, upset fan base.
Right. Everyone
Step two, make money.
Right. Yeah. Fuck the. Step two, ignore fan base.
Ignore fan base.
Step three, make money. We talked about the price hikes. Oh, the other big news and more big news. Polygon was sold to this company called Valnet, which is known for owning a collection of crappy websites, low effort I don't know what you call it, like content farms, AI generated, and they laid off a lot of the staff of Polygon as well.
Which is sad because they're good people.
Yes, so that
Yeah.
sucks.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what else to say about that. Is there any new news on that front? I haven't been really like reading the news.
No, because there's no reporters to write about it.
Just AI.
It's all AI now. So
right. We talked about Xbox selling a lot of games on PlayStation. Yeah, they basically put everything on there, and that's what happens when no one's buying your console.
I mean, to be fair, they hit at a time when like PlayStation wasn't exactly putting out
a
whole lot of like exclusive games either. So
correct. It filled a
kind
void.
Kind of a perfect storm there for both Sony and Microsoft.
Yep. It helped fill a hole. Oh yeah, and Giant Bomb. I didn't really follow what happened with Giant Bomb, but I saw that I guess a bunch of people left, or one main person left. Is that right?
Did they leave or were they let go?
I don't know. Darkness is in the chat with the news. I saw it, and they got I think they got a little overshadowed by the Polygon news.
Polygon,
it's like the same day, right?
Yep, it's crazy stuff. Yeah, the times they are changing.
Yep. Ugh. I just drank the bottom of my teacup, and it didn't taste right.
Well, don't do that.
No. What else we got here? Oh, Half-Life 3 is coming. It's supposed to be announced later this year, and it's playable and ready to go. So
excellent. Can't wait.
I thought that came out already, to be honest.
I don't know.
They didn't make Half-Life 3?
No.
Oh.
Half-Life doesn't mean anything to me. I'm not part of that. I never played any of the Half-Life games.
Wait. Hold on. Wait. Giant Bomb people were fired for not following brand safety guidelines for advertising? Mm-hmm. No, that's a joke. That's a joke, right?
Nope.
Is that true?
That is true.
I need more details because that's very interesting. Why didn't you tell me there was some interesting thing?
So from what I heard, because I was waiting for confirmation. So what I heard was that on one of the more recent episodes, they were told what to say and how to say it.
About what?
Like whatever game they were talking about. Like they had to keep the language to a certain way.
Got it.
And they had to, just be more advertiser friendly in the way they spoke about things.
Sure.
And they actually read the rules on the show, basically.
Oh, that's very bad. That's these. Who are these guys?
This is
They're
what
young
they
guys?
want us to do.
No, it's like Jeff Grubb and Dan Reichert.
Rickert, yeah.
Were they trying to just like crash out on purpose? Like they trying to get out of there?
I think they were just like, hey, this is what they're telling us to do. So if things seem different, here's why. And it's dumb. So.
Yeah. That's rough. You can't do that unless you own the company.
That's why we don't talk about the rules that GP puts in place for us.
I mean, I do keep the list up.
I'm starting some actually for the next episode after this one.
It says, be as political as possible.
Yes, number one.
Yep.
So that's crazy. Oh, yeah. I mean, you shouldn't. I feel like, did we do something like that once? This sounds familiar. I'm having a little deja vu.
Yeah,
I feel like this happened before somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Was
Back
it with
in
us?
the old, with us? No.
I feel like there was some advertisers that we said something.
We did. Mm-hmm.
We said something, and they're like, "You got to read some more ads because
that was different. That was different. That's totally different." And I don't think I mentioned them by name. And also, like, I'm the boss, so like I can't be fired. Like I can lose an advertiser, but like no one's going to yell at me if I do something stupid. I mean, you might, but well, that's lame.
Yeah, I don't know. The whole thing seems silly because no matter what advertising you're getting on Giant Bomb, like on the podcast or whatever, it's because people want to listen to the host talk about it, and you're getting the exposure because of that. It doesn't matter what they're saying. I assume
they took that all into account. Like they probably were like, okay, so we get X amount per show, but we have to pay these guys X amount. If we lose these guys and lose the show, is it a wash? Is it?
I mean, I wonder what the rules were, things that they weren't allowed to say. It was just like a cursing thing, but even still, like if you're an advertiser.
According to the chat, Cham Pipple D says they got in trouble initially for talking about thick thighs and Marvel Rivals.
I mean, if you're advertising,
guys, there's thick thighs.
Yeah,
in Marvel Rivals, I've seen them.
Who is the advertiser? Like the fucking Catholic Church? Like who?
Yes.
Like
It was for the
Is
new
it He
Pope.
Gets Us? You see those ads on Reddit
Yes,
for Jesus?
It was for He Gets Us. For Jesus.
Was their sponsor Jesus? I mean, then I understand. But other than that, do you know does the sponsor know their audience? Like these people are listening to video game people are listening to other people curse and talk about silly things.
To be clear, I do not believe that Jesus has a problem with thick thighs.
Okay. He gets us.
Okay.
He gets us.
He does.
Right.
I mean,
He gets us. Amen. Amen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no drug talk. I mean, here it is. And I don't want to read this shit. Anyway, whatever. It sucks that people got fired. Hopefully they can turn it into like a Patreon and make some money and get get sponsors that don't have stupid rules. Yeah. I mean, I told sponsors to get lost, but it wasn't like they were going to fire me. I fired them. That's the way to go.
That's how you get out in front of it.
So I got in front. Well, they wanted fucking free ads, and it's just like, fuck you guys. I mean, I didn't even say fuck you guys. I'm sure I was nice about it. Anyway, whatever. It's not about me. So hope the Polygon guys and the Giant Bomb guys land on their feet, and gals, and theys and thems, and furries. I don't know anymore. I'm out of pronouns. Is that a pronoun?
I don't think that's a pronoun.
It's not?
No.
I've been using it wrong then.
Yeah. Furry is not a pronoun.
Fur, he.
Yeah.
You sure about that?
He,
this
him,
could be more controversial than the other
he,
thing.
her, they, them. That's about it. That's about it.
All right.
Those
You
are
would know.
the
I trust you.
identitive pronouns.
Have you checked this week? I think there might be some new ones.
I mean, there are lots of other pronouns in the world. Like
Okay.
Right.
we, I,
I's a good one.
us. Us is a
Right.
pronoun. We, I said we already.
Yeah,
But,
covered
yeah.
that one.
Google AI says that furry is not used as a pronoun.
I'm saying
Never.
it's
Now
Never?
not a pronoun.
Well, typically, in terms of whatever that you call that. Anyway, whatever. Let's talk about Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Mm-hmm.
You playing that still, Wombat, or are you done with
I
that?
haven't played it in a while. I've
What
been playing
happens?
I felt. Here's my problem.
Oh, it's the
They're
black
releasing
guy.
yes, that's it. No, they're releasing a big patch, and I'm gonna wait for that.
What's in the big patch?
Quality of life improvements and combat improvements.
I guarantee you I know one of the quality of life improvements already.
What is
Selling
it?
things is like a huge hassle. You have to go into
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, yeah. There's a
everything.
lot of things they could tighten up, and again,
I
and
thought
I've
you were
said
just going
this
to say selling things.
Oh, no,
Like,
that's-
they were going to give you the option to buy more things.
No, you
This would
can
be the
say-
quality of
I'm gonna
life.
I got to talk about that in a second, actually.
I mean, I'm just not, and I know you are, and it's fine.
Hmm.
This is a me thing.
You played a lot more of the last one than I did.
I'm
though.
not a big samurai guy. Vikings.
What about
I'm
a ninja
totally into
guy?
I'm not into. I mean, ninjas are fine, but I'm not a big samurai guy.
All right.
So
So it is the black guy. Confirmed.
Kinda. So but not because he's a black guy.
We know.
I know. But yeah, I mean, I like Vikings a lot. Actually, Vikings were a lot of fun.
Sure.
Not a lot of black
much-
Vikings, are there?
There should be.
That would be controversial.
I feel like Black Viking would be a really good superhero name.
Yes. Anyway, I like playing as a samurai and or ninja. I prefer the ninja actually because you can throw the thing up and then I don't know,
Yeah,
it's a
she
little
has the
more fun.
grappling hook and she moves a little faster. and
yeah. But
you
but
can't
he's-
stealth kill with the samurai.
right.
The samurai is the problem. It's like he's a half-baked Assassin's Creed character, and the other character is more fully fleshed out. She's a better character, but is she fully fleshed out, or
I
did
don't
they,
know.
or could she have been a better character if they didn't have two? I think the two character things at the end of the day may not have been the best idea.
Well, I think they wanted to go with a Japan theme and they couldn't decide ninja or samurai, the age-old question. And they just like, why not both?
Yeah.
Just be
Which
glad. I think I'm glad that they didn't like try to sell us the second character as like DLC. Like that could have been a move too. And that would have been extra lame. But speaking of the selling things, one thing that kind of broke the game for me was the fact that they have this store. And in the store, there's not I don't know if you looked in the store for this game, not a lot in there. It's like 4 different sets of skins. But, and this is a big but, the skins are like way, way better than anything you find in the game. It's like, once you get one of these skins.
ghost flaming ghost dragon people.
It's like riding on you're not on a horse anymore. You're on like a magical beast, and there's like
they had that in the last game too, where it's like you can. Oh no, I'm on a bear that's on fire, and,
right? So
instead of a horse,
of course, in these games, looting is a big part, and I got I'm doing the Ubisoft Plus thing. So when you do that, you get the whatever edition that comes with one of those skins. And it's just so much better than everything that I don't, not just the outfit, but the sword, all the weapons that come with it, all the, everything. So it's like, I'm just upgrading that over and over again. I'm not looting anything because it just looks so much better. And
you can make anything look like anything in that game.
I know, but like, why even bother at that point when it's already great, right? Because it's a legendary thing that you get for supposedly spending extra for the legendary edition. So it just basically broke the game for me. And it reminded me of how, like, when they added flying into Saints Row, that it ruined the whole car customization part, which was like a great part of the game. I know that it's kind of different, I guess, but whatever. They kind of self-sabotaged the game in a way. Anyway, I do want to get the skin of them that's like the Princess Mononoke skin, where it's like the white skin and you ride a white wolf, I guess. I don't know. It looked pretty good. But I'm not, it's like $25 or some crazy amount for that shit.
What is this like? That's like kit money.
I got to save my money for kit.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's Assassin's Creed, but we play like every night. In fact, like we stopped watching a lot of TV and movies and shit because we're like 30 something hours into the game. So that's a lot.
That is a lot.
Yeah, I haven't played a game that long in a long ass time.
No, I'm glad you're enjoying it. And I'll like I said, I'll go back to it, but then Oblivion Remaster came out and I'm like, I got to check this out because Oblivion may be my favorite game of all time.
I know. I was excited for you when they just surprise dropped it.
So I'm like, here it is. It's like in my lap. So of course I'm going to play it. And yes, of course I got completely sucked into it. We talked a little bit about it last week. Here's the problem. I understand that it's I thought it was a full-on remake, but it can't be.
Why?
That full-on, because it literally has all the same glitched quests that the original has.
They're being faithful to the original.
Yeah. There's faithful and there's faithful.
Not. Yeah. It's a port, I'm sure, with quality of life improvements, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah. It's very shiny. It looks great. It plays great, generally speaking. But it's really frustrating. I did the Thieves Guild, and I finished the Thieves Guild.
Okay.
Actually today. And right before we did the show. But I probably lost like 2 hours of my life going back to old saves, hoping that, because like I would go to do a quest and it's like, okay, and you gotta pull this latch to open the door. And then I'm like, oh, okay. And then I go where the latch is and there's no latch. So then I go on Google and I'm like, Oblivion, such and such quest. And then it comes up, it goes, and it's like from 20 years ago, post, someone complaining, I'm there and there's no latch. What do I do? And like, oh, you have to go back like at least 2 saves.
Yeah, but that latch that's not there, that looks great.
Exactly. So you got to go back and then find it, and then finally get to the stupid latch, or the person isn't in the room. I remember
Oblivion though. Like that's what it was.
I don't mind a little. There's a little jank. Like I'm cool with the jank. Like okay, this guy is standing still when he should be moving, or the door is opening in his face and it's pushing him over. Like that jank is fine. But do you need this guy? You need to talk to this guy to do the quest, and he's in this spot. Okay, I'm gonna go to that spot. Oh yeah, no, he's not there. Oh, well, where is he? Oh, well, if he's not there, he's either not in the game at all, or maybe he's in this town over here.
Think about how much money it would cost to fix all these bugs, Wombat.
They're not gonna fix fix that, and then something else breaks. Like they had this thing to like, all right, it's working, kind of ship it,
right?
Like.
It's like just barely hanging together.
I'm just going to say it's incredibly disappointing that they put out what's supposed to be the definitive version of one of the best games ever made, and they didn't polish the turd.
They polished it a little. No,
the other option is you don't have this.
Right. And it's free. You didn't have to pay.
I don't know.
Pretty ungrateful sounding.
I am ungrateful sounding. Maybe I am ungrateful. I would like the game to work. Like it's funny because there was one quest where
maybe they had to check out their Tesla stocks when they were trying to make this.
It's crazy. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, this is definitely Tesla stock fault.
Hmm.
So yeah, just a little bit of a
Dashiell's been
bummer.
playing it. He hasn't complained one bit about any of this.
Are you sure you're playing the right version, Wombat?
If a quest doesn't go right, I just tell him like, oh, that's how Oblivion works, dude. Like, there's plenty of other things to do in this world.
Just
You'll
like real
find
life. Not
something.
everything works in real life.
Not everything goes right in real life either.
Yeah. Man, that's lame.
I remember plenty of times where like the people I was trying to like find had just been like randomly killed by wolves in the woods somewhere.
Right.
Mhm.
Like that was the fun times to have on this.
I
We
guess.
have
yeah.
I found my little strategy guide. It's right behind me
I
there.
saw that. Yeah, I
Pulled
saw
that
the
out.
picture.
Yeah.
It was funny. There's like a quest. It's just a side quest, so I didn't care that much at all, actually, because I did kind of roll with it. But you're supposed to go on an adventure with the orc lady, and I go into the castle to go talk to her again, and I don't know what. There's a bug where the guards all of a sudden turn on her for no reason, and they just kill her. Like 5 guys just jump her and kill her.
That
And
happens.
she says, and then it pops up and goes, "Oh,
Meth.
she's dead. No
Have you heard
quest."
of meth?
Yeah.
Meth happens.
And I'm like, all right, goes that one.
Well,
Check that one off the old list.
Nope.
At least it
Quest
looks
complete.
good. At least it
It
looks
did.
good, and you didn't have to pay for it.
And then I looted her body and stole all her armor because it was better than mine.
And it looked great, right?
It is. It does look great.
Okay,
It
that's
does
good.
look great. Yeah, my guy looks pretty good. He's a good-looking guy.
They're gonna figure out how to have less bugs in the next one. No need to like sort this one out. Like they're just maybe
It's just a little.
testing
And
some
again, I'm still
graphics.
playing it. I'm just
Yeah,
I'm
of
gonna
course.
do it. I'm gonna.
I'm pretty
finish it.
sure it was not on the to-do list that was handed to whoever the house was that ported
Mhm.
this and
Yeah.
did the remaster to like, hey, go fix bugs. That was not like on their
No,
to-do list.
they don't have.
It
They
was,
don't have 5
Don't
years.
create
to do
any new bugs while you make
that.
while you make these trees look better.
Right.
Yeah. Whatever.
Just be grateful that we have it.
It's not like they
That's
didn't know they
Just be grateful
existed.
that escape passage was in the prisoner cell.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Always be grateful that they built an escape
Thanks,
passage
Patrick Stewart.
into the prisoner cell.
It's you, the one from my dreams.
Mm-hmm. Me, I'm the lizard man.
Oh, is that
Been-
what you're
been
playing as?
dreaming
Is a lizard man?
Yeah, he's a
Are
lizard.
you an Argonian?
Yes, I guess.
Nice.
What they.
Mhm.
I'm an Argonian. I mean, Dashiell is. I just
Yeah, well,
tell
you're
him, like,
resistant
hey,
to
go
disease,
over that way.
and it's kind of worth it to play as those just for that, because you don't want to turn into a vampire, because turning into a vampire in Oblivion sucks.
Sure.
It does.
So
It
I've been
sucks.
playing a lot of MLB The Show too. That's a game that you can sink a lot of time into very
You
easily.
don't want to turn into a vampire in that
You
game.
don't want to turn into a vampire in there either.
Right.
But like they do a really good job of just like constantly giving you these moments to play.
Yeah.
It's like it's a new week. Here's all the moments you play, and then like you can complete all of these things by playing these other modes, and you get more cards, and you build your teams, and
The key thing is you don't have to play a full game. That's the key thing.
you don't,
Right.
because that's not what you want to do when you're
No.
playing these baseball games.
Too
It's
long.
like it's
Much.
too long, and you're like, oh god, I'm pitching again. Like
Right.
I'm just gonna hit these buttons, and the ball's gonna go like pretty close to where I aimed at, and that's gonna be like the majority of it. So you just end up just like lobbing it over the middle of the plate for the most part, because you're like, just hit the thing. I don't want to pitch, but
Right. Yeah. They
it's
solved it.
still a good game. Yeah,
I wish the hockey game could implement that. I've been playing NHL 25 because it's on Game Pass, and they did implement alumni stuff now, so you can go and play like Rangers alumni All Stars. So that's kind of cool. And like these dudes have no helmets and shit.
okay, that's better. It's
Yep.
getting there.
It's getting there. Maybe someday. All right, let's get to the CAG bag. What do we got here? Brian writes in. He says, will this be our last console generation since it will be too expensive for any new consoles? If the PS6 and Xbox Next whatever cost $1,000, is it just over? Yes. You cannot have $1,000 console. You can have a high-end version of the console be $1,000, but you can't have like the main version be $1,000. I mean,
Do you think there's a world where the big console people, the Sonys and the Microsofts, wait until there's a regime change in the U.S. government and see if the tariffs go away?
I don't think that would
Before
be the only
releasing-
reason, but yes. There's no reason to like launch a new one right now because you're just going to increase the cost of developing games for it when right now it's already
Everything's
expensive.
working.
Yeah, it's working.
Grand Theft Auto's coming out next year.
Like, do you just
Right.
wait 3.5 years, 4 years?
Yeah, this is the time if you wanted to like try to bust into the market, Wombat, with your own console. This is the time because Sony and Microsoft are just going to be
Waiting.
just sitting on their hands.
I mean, mine would be hamster powered. I think it would be quite the revolutionary console.
Right. Yes, inflation could make an ordinary console $1,000. Yes, I'm just sort of talking about given today's pricing conditions. Certainly that could happen. It's not like that's a limit. Like you can't sell a console over $1,000. Nobody will buy it. I meant like relative to what things cost today. That's way too much. The whole point of a console is that it's a subsidized gaming machine that's subsidized by the company who wants to sell you the games on it, now digitally. So yeah, they can only subsidize them so much. They cannot subsidize them through the tariffs. So yes, they're going to have to wait. I
mean, really, when you think about it though, like $1,000 console, that's really only like 45 Fortnite kits.
Yeah.
That's
So it's
a
really
lot of Fortnite kits.
It is.
Actually. That is a lot of Fortnite.
That's
kits.
baller
45
money. Baller
Fortnite kits
bucks.
is a lot.
Yeah.
I don't
I don't
know.
think-
It seems like that value proposition sounds like pretty good. Like, would you want 45 Fortnite kits or a brand new console?
What are you going to do with 45 Fortnite kits?
Yeah.
That's what
I
I'm
guess-
saying. That's what I'm saying.
Nothing. It's pointless. You can't even sell them.
Right. So you're saying $1,000 console sounds pretty good.
Well, sure. Sure. $1,000 glass of water in a desert sounds good too.
I mean, I honestly don't think I could in my lifetime spend 126,000 V-Bucks.
You did?
No, I don't think I could.
What is that?
Thanks.
What is 100? That's what?
That's like $1,000,
$1,000.
$1,000 worth of V-Bucks.
Some people are for sure. I think
Really?
you can.
Well, okay. So you're not with that. You're not including your battle pass or monthly subscription fees.
No, because that's separate.
That's
I
separate.
think you got to
That's
combine those.
totally. That comes out of a different portion of your bank account.
Yeah. and even that is only because that's $12 times 12. It's $144 a year. So that would be that's $144 a year, and I don't even spend that much now anyway. I'm just saying on the high end, it's $144 a year.
So 10 years.
Yeah, 10 years of
He's not going to live that long.
And no, I will not. So $144 a year, and you get the V-Bucks with that too. You get 1,000 V-Bucks plus whatever's in the past. You're getting
Now we're making money.
Right, it's just right back into your bank account. I understand
this
now.
is crazy. Like, well, yeah, no. So
Wombat's
no,
at work checking his V-Bucks on the sides like, shit.
there would be no reason.
Fucking
to
up
do
the
this.
ad
How do they do
displays.
this math. Yeah,
Shit. All right. I think we
Yeah.
did the show.
I'm saying I don't do those things. So.
I know. Well, you do some
Mm.
things.
I do so. Yes,
You're
I enjoy
supporting the
Fortnite.
cause. You're
I
not.
enjoy my one game, and I spend money on crew. That's it.
All I'm saying is that Tim Sweeney is not making angry posts about gamers like you
No, he's not.
or
no.
movie directors aren't complaining.
I'm his ideal when it comes to Fortnite. I'm a
Yes.
crew. He just wants everyone to have crew pass. That's all he wants.
Right. You have crew pass?
I do.
Nice.
It
I got
makes me happy.
crew neck
Yeah.
t-shirt.
It's a Henley.
I don't know what crew neck is even. What is crew neck? Is that just like the regular t-shirt?
Yeah, kind of.
We're learning a lot today. That's it though. We're out of content. I got nothing else to say. I've been sitting at this fucking computer all fucking day. I want to just not be here anymore. But it was a good time.
Thanks
Some
to all our
fun.
sponsors.
Thanks.
Sponsors. Now you know why there's no sponsors. It's too much responsibility. You can't talk about thick thighs. Who had thick thighs, by the way, in Marvel Rivals?
All of them.
Everybody?
Everybody.
Wolverine
Iron
does.
Man. Anybody.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. The shark is fucking
Jeff.
super. Yeah, he's super thick.
Jeff the land shark.
Oh, man. All right. Well, that's it. We'll see you next time.
Bread's done?